Jawaballs!
Hi there! Okay, I got a little treat for you here. I wanted to show off some of my hand-painted models. By hand-painting, I'm talking about icons and illustrations painted onto my tanks that are well above and beyond the standard transfers. This is usually what makes the difference between a nice army and a great army when you're painting. So I encourage everybody to try at least some sort of hand painting on their armies as they paint and develop their own skills. So what I've got here is the very first tank that I painted for my Blood Angels. This thing pales in comparison to my most recent models, but that's just part of the evolution. You can see my blending on this. You know, I'm going to pause this and tripod my camera so I don't have to hold it. Back in a bit. Hi there! Okay, here I'm back. So, getting back to where I was. This was the first Blood Angels tank that I painted, and this is a Blood Angels Rhino, or I mean Whirlwind. And you can see my highlighting technique coming out here. This is where I kind of perfected it. This is just straight up blood red, washed over with some ink, and then highlighted with blazing orange and fiery orange. You can see number 1 designates the first tank that I painted. I just put numbers in order on all of my armor pieces. I'm up to like 12 now, I think. I have to number the rest of them. So this is just a pretty much straight up Rhino or Whirlwind, and what I wanted to do was give a little extra touch. So here on the front of the chassis of the vehicle, I painted a little blood drop with a wing. This was my first attempt at hand painting an icon. It looks pretty cool. I was pretty happy with it when I painted this about a year ago. So I put the little word Infernum. That was from the transfer sheet. And anything else unique about this guy? No, not really. Zoom back out. This was just the first tank I painted for Blood Angels. There it is, my Blood Angels Rhino. God, I keep saying Rhino, damn it. Whirlwind. Well, I'm glad I don't have to say that anymore. Okay, Whirlwind. Put that aside. The next one that I painted, I decided to step up my painting a bit, was my Rhino. Haha. On the back of this Rhino, it has a big flat surface that's great for painting objects. I painted Blood Angels icon. I painted this by hand, just eyeballing it. It's almost symmetrical. Came out pretty well. And I put on the front, if you can see it there. Okay, so back to work. Jeez, I ran out of disk space on my stupid camera. So this is the second one, number 2. And on the front, I was getting funky with the writing. Let me see if I can zoom in here. What do we got? You can see how I wrote Blood Angels in the Blood Angels kind of script. I didn't do a great job with it, but it looks okay. Alright, zoom back out. You can see my highlighting on the icon. Pretty standard issue. Nothing special about it. It looked pretty hot though when I first put it on the table. Impressed a lot of people. Because that alone, that one little icon, I gotta turn some music on. That one little icon made the difference between a simple model and something pretty cool. How about Zeppelin? Okay. Sorry about that. So here we are to number 3. Well, actually, number 3, what is number 3? Oh, number 3 is a Dreadnought, which I don't have any hand painting on. Number 4 Where's number 4? I don't know what number 4 is. Maybe that's my predator. I don't know. This right here is where I'm really starting to get into hand painting. On the dozer blade, I hand painted the number 5, and I hand painted my Blood Angel's icon on the front. Then on the cannon, I painted a little golden blood drop for Second Company and some angel's wings. They didn't come out great, but they're still pretty impressive, pretty hot. But again, this is still pretty minimal for hand painting. When you look at some of the art that you see on people's tanks, they're just covered and they're beautiful. They're like works of art in their own right. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So this week I've been re-gearing my Blood Angels for a tournament that I'm playing in this weekend. And so I painted 3 rhinos this week to go along with my tournament, because I've redone my list. Now, my friend Matt at the club, Black Matt, has kind of upped the ante. We have a friendly competition going on with our painting style. And he's got some great rhinos for his chaos list. So I was looking at his work and realized that I could do better on my own stuff, just based on what I've seen him do. So I raised the ante a bit. Painted the same kind of design as my first rhino, only this one much more detailed. I actually painted feathers and a shaded, highlighted blood drop with shadowing. It looks pretty awesome. Also on this rhino, I have the Forge World rhino bits. Makes this rhino really stand out. It's not finished yet, but... And also you can see how my shading has evolved, or my highlighting. I kind of took what I did with this, where I did some scumbling on the edges and kind of made the highlights less obvious. It went with it on this one and blended. So this has a lot more blending. And also, if you look, battle damage or wear and tear. Look along the bottom, if you can see. You can see the battle damage along the bottom of the tank and on the edges here. I will do a video on how to do this, by the way, soon. Okay, so that led me to this one. This one is a darker color. I was playing around with shades of red. The red is just a darker shade. The highlighting, I did extreme highlighting on this one. But here it is. I did the Blood Angel Second Company banner on the top of this rhino. At the top I wrote Blood Angels. Here's the Second Company number. At the bottom I wrote Sanguine. And then I painted the Blood Angels icon here. The chalice with the eagle's claw and the angel's wing. Needs more work. It's not done yet. I gotta do the front, I gotta do the words and put the icons on, the transfers. But this is me stepping up my painting. These two right here. A big leap forward from these. They look almost like they were painted by somebody totally different. That's just how much my my painting has come along in a year. From those basic things to these. Now, here's the next step of evolution, just over the course of a week. I decided to get funky. So this is the Death Company logo. The banner says Redemptor. It's got a skull with wings and a blood drop. Yeah, I'm stepping up a notch here on my painting. The Blood Angels are known for being artists. And I felt that I wasn't doing my models justice. So here we go. Here you are, Black Matt. A cool little Redemptor banner on the bottom, the blood drops, the shading behind the skull shaded. Hand painted an X on the front, shaded it, highlights. The model, this actual model, I kind of saved from the junk bin. It's covered. It's been painted several times and glued, and it was covered with bits for extra armor. And I figured I'd spruce it up with some hand painting. So there you are. From this first hand painted icon to this, the evolution of Jawaballs. That's about 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. More to come.